Today I'm reviewing this 4-pack of 4-inch color-corrected thin LED recessed lights. And as you can see, they're a couple different color temperatures selectable, they're dimmable. Let's go ahead and open up this box. See what's inside. And inside, we've got some brief instructions. We've got a whole template for the cutout size for using these recessed lights. Some packing material, the 4 LED driver boxes, and the 4 LED downlights themselves. And they each have a plastic film to protect from scratches. And I can see that the lens here is actually kind of a frosted, kind of a little bit of a built-in diffuser. The spring clamps feel nice. They don't feel overly strong. I do feel a small foam gasket here, so if you're using these in a damp location, this should help keep that moisture from getting into the hole you have cut out for these recessed lights. I'm going to go ahead and take one light out and one driver box, set the rest aside. And I'm taking a look at the connector wires from the driver to the light. I do like that it's got the little rubber seal. It is keyed, so you're not going to be able to connect this incorrectly. And when you connect them together, there's a screw to give a nice solid connection. And when we open up the driver box itself, before I do that, you can see 3 knockouts that can be used to bring in your power supply wires. We're going to go ahead and open this up. They do provide, looks like, 3 wire nuts. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of the wire nuts. I like to go with the lever style myself, which is what I will be using. Inside the driver box, we can see the neutral and hot wires as well as a grounding wire. And on the outside of the box, near where the power cord comes out for the light itself, is your color temperature selection. We've got 2700 Kelvin, 3000, 3500, 4000, and 5000 Kelvin. What I'm going to do is temporarily wire this up. We'll put this on a watt meter to get an idea how much power it's drawing from main supply, and then we'll finalize this review. And I now have this light temporarily wired to a normal outlet plug. I'm going to go ahead and plug this in now. And right now I've got this set to the 5000 Kelvin color temperature, which will be the coolest. And when I plug it in, it is quite bright. And as you can see here on my watt meter, this is drawing 12 watts of power at the 5000 Kelvin. And you can see this white piece of paper, you get an idea of the color temperature, how it's going to look. And I'm going to now lower it down to the 4000 Kelvin. The power draw remains the same of 12 watts. I'm now going to go to 3500 Kelvin. We see the power draw did go down to 11 watts, so we went 1 watt lower. Now we'll go to 3000. Power draw went back up to 12, and I don't know if it's coming up on the camera, I can definitely see the warmness of this light reflected on the paper. Finally, we'll go down to the warmest temperature of 2700 Kelvin, and this to me is very noticeably yellow. And the power draw is at that 12 watts. So what I'm seeing is the rating on this, I believe, was saying 10.5 watts. So it's drawing slightly more power than it's rated, but this 10.5 watts might be 10.5 watts of power to the light. We're seeing a 12 watt power draw. And if you go to the middle 3500 Kelvin temperature, you do see a slight power savings of 1 watt. This was a very easy light to use. It's extremely bright. I do like the frosted. I'm going to go ahead and unplug this. I do like the frosted finish here. It helps diffuse the light a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and get these installed into a work area. I'm looking forward to it. The one thing I will note that this light set, just like most others, does not come with a cable clamp for the power cord.
I would recommend referencing your local electric code. Make sure you get this installed in a safe manner. I like these lights. They are a good value for the money. I'm rating them 5 out of 5 stars.